Question is, what do you think of the Kurds? Do they deserve a state?
What do you think
of the Kurds?
شو السؤال؟
شو رأيك في الأكراد وهل بيستحقوا دولة؟
الأكراد طبعا يستحقوا دولة، شعب لأنهم شعب.
Yes, they do deserve a state because they're a people.
وكل شعب عنده حرية يعني بطالة حرية تقرير المصير.
And each people has the right to decide their own fate. إيش رأيك في الأكراد وهل بيستحقوا دولة؟
الأكراد أنا بصفة عامة ما عنديش فكرة كيف عن نشاطهم.
So I don't really have an idea about
يعني
the Kurds and their
بعرفش
activities.
كيف يعني كيف وضعهم كيف سلوكهم.
I don't know what their behaviors are,
كيف سلوكهم.
what their situation is.
ما عنديش فكرة في سلوكهم يعني كيف إنه بيستحقوا أو لا.
So I don't know if they deserve a state or not. إيش رأيك في الأكراد وهل بيستحقوا دولة؟
نعم يستحقوا.
Yes, I do think they deserve a state. Why not?
Okay.
وإيش رأيك فيهم؟
والله الأكراد مناح. يعني في يوم من
To be
الأيام
honest, the
صلاح
Kurds
الدين
are very nice. في يوم من الأيام
صلاح الدين الأيوبي حرر بلاد في فلسطين وهو كردي في الأصل.
In the past, Salah ad-Din al-Ayyubi, you know who it is?
Yep.
Okay. He freed Palestine and he was from the Kurds.
I think they have a state, right? In Iraq, in the north of Iraq, right? Kurdistan.
It's not an official state. It's part of Iraq still, but they run it like it's like it's their own. But there's also Kurds in Iran, in Turkey, in Syria.
Yeah.
Do you think they should create a state for Kurdish people?
I think, I don't know, maybe if they go back to being Iraqis, like in Iraq, all one people, it would be better. Because that's our problem, we Arabs. I was saying about the Kurdish people that, in my opinion, I prefer that they unite or reunite. So having Iraq again, not like Iraq separating it into three parts.
Okay.
Because that's what Arabs have been doing in the last
But the Kurds aren't Arabs. The Kurds are not Arabs. They don't speak
They live
Arabic.
in the Arab world. They live in the Arab world. I think that's enough for me. Like now, when you're saying they're not Arabs, you are saying they're not Arabs, though. So you separated them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like everywhere, even here, even everywhere, we like to separate each other. It's like a habit.
But if they don't think of themselves as Arabs, then what's the problem? If they thought of themselves as Arabs, I would say absolutely, but they don't.
I don't know. It goes back to them.
Okay.
عاشرت الأكراد.
What do you think of the Kurds and do they deserve a state?
أنا عاشرت الأكراد في الكويت.
I lived with the Kurds when I was living in Kuwait.
الأكراد أحكي لك يعني شعب مضطهد.
They are
جد شعب مضطهد. أنا بالنسبة لي.
To me, I think that they are a people who are not living in justice.
هاي رأيي في الأكراد. ويستحقوا دولة. ما في بني آدم ما بيستحق دولة.
And
ما في شعب ما
do
بيستحق
they
دولة.
deserve a state? There's no people that doesn't deserve a state. Okay.
Including the Jews?
حتى اليهود كمان بيستاهلوا دولة.
هون بدك تفرق بين اليهود وبين الزين وبين الصهيونية.
Here you have to make a difference between
the
Jews and the Zionists.
Yeah. That's what Zionism is. Jews having a state.
بس هذه هي الصهيونية إن اليهود يكون في عندهم دولة.
لا هاي مش دولة يهودية، هاي دولة صهيونية.
This is not a Jewish state. This is a Zionist state.
هاي دولة صهيونية مش دولة يهودية.
This is a Zionist state, not a Jewish state. Okay. So what do you think of the Kurds?
Yeah.
Okay. شو رأيك في الأكراد?
ناس عاديين مثلهم.
Normal people.
Okay. Do they deserve to have a state?
يستاهلوا دولة؟
أكيد ولا. مش
ليش؟
هن بني ادمين مثلنا
Yes, of
مثلهم؟
course, why not? Because they're human beings just like us. Between
تركيا وسوريا
Turkey and Syria.
وهن بشر،
And they are also human beings. ماشي. Okay.
إلهم لغة، إلهم
They have-
خاصة فيهم، كل
They
شيء
have
فيهم
a
خاص
language
فيهم.
and they have their own things. So they deserve
ليش
that.
ما يكونش عندهم دولة؟
Why not? Why not they have a state or a nation?
Okay.
ايش رأيك في الأكراد وهل بيستحقوا دولة؟
هم شعب من شعوب الوطن العربي.
So they are a people from the Arab nation.
Okay.
فيش حدا يستحق دولة. لا أكراد.
فيش حدا بيستحق دولة؟
لا أكراد. لا عراق.
بس تمام. هم الشعب من الوطن العربي ولا مش شعب؟
شعب.
هم شعب، اوكي. بعدين
هم شعب. والعراقيين شعب. الفلسطينيين شعب. هذه كلها تجزئة سايس بيكو.
Okay, so
الشعوب العربية هي
there
لازم
are
واحد
people,
يوحدها.
Palestinians are people, Iraqis are people. We should be unified because all these
Groups.
were made by the agreement of Sykes-Picot.
Okay.
نعم. الشعوب العربية إذا بدها تكون لها قوة ويكون لها دور في العالم.
If the Arab nations want to
لازم
have
تتجاهل
power
جميع
and to have a
الحدود.
role in the world, they have to delete all of these borders between them.
So pan-Arabism, meaning all those countries, anyone who speaks Arabic is under one country.
معناها يعني لازم احنا نكون كلنا دولة واحدة عشان الكل بيحكي عربي.
هذه منطقة الشرق الأوسط وطن العرب الجميع إن كان
The
كرد
Middle East and the Arab nation
عرب
as a whole, the
Turkmen.
Kurds, the Turkmens, the Arabs,
مسيحي.
Christians.
إذا بدنا نمشي على المبدأ أن الأكراد لهم دولة معناه بدنا نجزئ الوطن العربي بزيادة.
If we want to go by the principle that the Kurds deserve a state or a nation, then that would mean we would be even more divided.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
يعني لازم بدل ما نزيد التفرقة لازم يجي واحد يوحد هاي التفرقة حتى لو بالقوة.
Instead of increasing the divisions between us, somebody has to come in and unify us all. And then he said, yeah, but that's violence.
حتى لو بالقوة لازم واحد يوحد.
Even if it's
violence.
Yes. حتى لو كان الشيء عنف، حتى لو كان بالقوة.
أمريكا ما كملتش على العنف. أمريكا لم تقم إلا على العنف.
America was built on violence.
تاريخ الأمريكي 50 مليون قتيل توحدت أمريكا.
There have been 50 million people who were killed so that the US can be built and made.
Okay.